Hello everybody, this is the Introverted Comedian. Welcome back to a new video from Medieval Dynasty on the Valley map. This is part 3 of my third season, the autumn season. Now, I was able to actually extend my village a little bit. I have a few houses that need... Sorry about that. I have 2 more houses that need some additional workers. I've also added a new woodshed, so my worker can start going in there. I also have more spaces for farmers, and of course I do plan on getting some additional production buildings. This will first of all give me very decent resources, and second of all I can actually have some passive experience. Now for some reason my excavation to shed needs tools, although they actually have the tools in there. So I'm just going to take them and place them back. If this doesn't sort out the problem, then I will just move them to the main storage. So first of all, I will need to take a quick bath. I really hate it. I know it's a video game, but I still hate going to sleep being dirty. So in the last video I actually managed to unlock the second level of the resource storage. So this one is at level 1, and once you build a little bit you're able to get level 2. Now there isn't a big difference between them. This one can hold up to 1000 kilos, the second one can hold up double. You will need some better resources in order to build it though. So as you can see, the first one was mostly straw, stone, logs and sticks. When it comes to this one, it needs planks, stone and lots of logs. So whether I like it or not, I need to do a little bit of logging. My villagers are doing a good job as well on that, but it's not enough to quickly build it. And I am getting very close to its capacity. So I want to get a few more maple trees down, so I can actually enjoy it. Now there's one thing that I forgot, and I can actually combine 2 things at the same time, and that is save my hunger. And the best thing I can do about this is get some multigrain bread, which will also help me get those logs faster. And that's due to the fact that it has a 60% stamina bonus. Basically, my stamina will be consumed 60% slower. As previously mentioned, the villagers will not actually work in the morning. It does take some time for them to start working. So I'm aiming at around 30 pieces of logs, which should be enough to help me build second level. Of course, I will not actually need all of them, since when you're upgrading, you're basically doing just part of it. So I am probably going to save just on the base and the frame, I think. Again, the best source of wood is maple trees, because they give you 4 logs once you chop them down. And if you want to keep them for later on and not dig out the stumps, they will be ready again in 1 year. If you do need to clear space, then you can just simply take them down and basically get yourself 5 pieces of logs. Again, it is quite helpful that I have a bronze axe. This simplifies things by a lot. And as I've previously shown, each of the trees will take 2 additional swings, but once they are cut, to actually turn them into logs. So you can use the hack that I was using in one of my last videos, which is get yourself a stone axe as well, and then you can combine the 2 of them. Let's see. Okay, so I actually have pretty much enough logs. Managed to get quite a decent amount. I am quite overloaded, to be fair, but that's not a big issue, since I am very close to where the building is. Now, one of the things that's annoying about upgrading a resource storage is that you won't be able to immediately access those resources. So basically, at the moment, if I were to build a second one, I could use those resources immediately. If I do it this way, if I just place it on top of it, I've now lost access to the resources. So basically, I need to make do with what I have in my inventory. Okay, so one thing I forgot is this. Once you actually upgrade it, it will take some of those resources that you've used back into your inventory. That means the logs and the sticks came back. So I got way too overloaded. Okay, I'll quickly grab the sticks from over here. Now, because I do have all the resources in here, it's quite easy to quickly get them out and simply start working on the rest. So I do need some logs. And then I'm just going to need the planks. Okay, apparently I need quite a lot of more logs. Let's quickly grab the planks and get them up. and then I'll just sort out the logs. Okay, so that's 1, 6, 8 logs that I need. And my new storage will be up. Okay, that's perfect. Now, as you can see, I can once again use the resources, and the space has been upgraded. It was getting quite close to its limit anyway. Seems like my workers have no issue, so that's okay. Okay, so next step at the moment is to find myself some additional workers. I will need someone for the woodshed, one more farmer at least, and then I want someone on the well to get water, and I'll see how it goes on. Maybe get another extraction shed so I don't have to mine stone in the future. Now, again, before I actually go for more materials, I just remembered I do have some wool and some flax that I need to take care of, turn them into objects and then sell them. And this is in order to make sure that I'm actually getting some money on my trip. Okay, I'll just quickly get rid of the flax seeds. At this point, I should be able to fill in quite a few fields. Okay, and let's see exactly how much I have. I don't have that many, but still, it is a decent amount for me to actually get some threads and some wool. It's not a great amount, but it does also give me some experience points when it comes to productivity. And I am working quite hard towards actually reaching 5,000 points in productivity in order to unlock the iron tools, although I am a bit far away from it. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to use 10 of these. With another season coming soon, I can buy more flax, so I don't actually need that much thread kept for myself. And I'm also going to sell whatever comes out of the wool. Once again, this helps both my finances and my production. Okay, so I'll just go with 3 of these. When it comes to the wool, I'm using it for this, so I'll just get 4 of these. Now my destination, usually when it comes to getting materials, because I've already bought quite a bit, would be Hornica, but I've nearly depleted that, so I am going for another stop. I am going to Lesnica. And in order to avoid the trouble of having to run all the way up there, I will just simply go to Gostovia and grab a ride. First of all, get some water and get myself cleaned. I still have no idea how my character manages to get dirty so fast. But end of the day, if you take a quick bath in the river, you're okay. So first of all, I would like to check in with the town to see exactly if I can hire someone from here. Okay, so
You know how it is with monarchs.
I don't actually
Do what
need
they
her,
say.
but she is very useful,
How can I help you?
Sit down.
so I am going to get her. And she can actually start working right away in one of the woodsheds. As mentioned previously, in order to actually have the woodshed working, you will need to select it. And then the goods you're producing, you need to edit them and add whatever you need. So in my case, I need both some logs. I'll just go with 20 logs as I already have one producing, and I will go with some firewood as well, because if you do not have enough firewood, your villagers will start consuming logs, and those are more important, to be fair. Okay, so like I said, next comes the trip to Lesnica.
Hello.
It is not very cheap, to be honest, but I did manage to circle and invest my money, so I was able to make a decent profit. I'm also getting additional profit from what I'll be selling now. So as you can see, I've already got my costs down. And the reason why I came here, some copper and some tin ore. So first of all, just to check exactly how much I can carry, would be 62 pieces. So I am going with 40 pieces of copper and 22 pieces of tin. I already have some tin bars, so this is why I'm not getting more. Again, I can also trade objects that I had with me, so I'm getting my investment back.
How do you do? Can I interest you in some of my
As you
wares?
can see, this guy actually has quite a lot of money, so even better, I can take care of them. He also has some copper and tin ore. Now I can actually get 2 more pieces, and I will get 2 more pieces of tin.
Goodbye.
Now what you can do over here is get yourself, like I just did, you can usually get them half because you do need one bar of copper, 1 bar of tin, which means 2 pieces of ore for each, in order to make bronze bars. In my case, I already had some tin bars, so this is why I chose to get more copper.
How are you?
It's best not to get yourself too overloaded, otherwise it's not just paying some extra coins, but it will be harder for you to actually transport them home. So what you could do in this situation, because I've already checked how much how much ore they have left, I can actually make some more money by turning this ore that I just bought into bronze knives. Very soon, like I said, I will unlock the iron, and that's going to be an even further game changer. So quickly turning them at the forge into bars. Now, like I showed in the first video of this gameplay, of this playthrough, I am choosing the fast crafting, and this is why I'm able to craft lots of bars at the same time. And I do advise to do that. Even if you're a hardcore player, doing each of them manually would be taking quite some time. Again, quickly do some some bronze bars. And as I said, right now I am going to turn them into bronze knives. One of the reasons why I'm choosing the bronze knife is because you actually need just sticks for the handle, unlike the others that will require logs. And also you only use one bar. Meanwhile, if you want pickaxes or axes, it will take 2 bars. You will use 1 bar for the hoe, but the difference in prices is not that high. Basically, if you look at technology and go to the production technology at level 2 smithy, you will notice that it also shows you the price you're selling them for. So basically, if I'm making knives, I can sell them for 300 coins. Then I can sell the rest of them at 290, 590. So it's not actually worth it, because here I'm using 1 stick, especially when it comes to the hoe. 1 stick is definitely easier to get than 1 log. So when it comes to the resources that you'll be using later on, it's best to save that log and just use the stick. And again, here you're using 1 bronze bar and 1 stick. Meanwhile, here you'll be using 1 log and 2 bronze bars. So in my opinion, it doesn't make up for the price. So this is why I'm choosing to simply go with the knives. Now, one thing I did forget to do, but I knew I was going back to Lesnica, is to check out what orkers there are there, what villagers I can get. So I can actually get them to work on my village. Now, don't forget, the only reason that I can actually have more population and more buildings is the fact that I progressed quite a bit through the chapters, and I can still progress further. I do need to unlock a few things. So at the moment, I can craft the bow. I would probably be able to take down a moose, and I'd have some difficulty in taking down a bison, but I would definitely have a major issue with taking down a bear. So this is why I'm not doing that quest for the moment. Again, back to Lesnica. So basically, I actually made one mistake. I forgot to craft.
Can I help you with anything?
My products. So in this case, I am wasting resources and money. I was rushing. I was basically checking the bonus that I'm getting from the bread, and I noticed that it's going down quite fast. So right now I'm gonna need to bake another bread so I can actually run fast without my stamina getting depleted too fast. Uh, it's best to avoid these mistakes, but then again, mistakes are human, so we can do them from time to time. I'm not very happy about it, to be fair. Then again, I can just quickly grab another bread. And it's still not very late during the day, so I don't necessarily need to care about rushing that much. Also, another mistake that I did was not looking at my inventory. The reason why I'm saying I made a mistake, so even if I am crafting and I will be crafting the knives, I still had some extra copper bars, which do take quite a decent amount of my weight, my carrying capacity, 12 kilos. So it's best for me to get rid of them, place them in the chest and use them later. So again, back to Lesnica. Hopefully I don't forget by the time I get there that I actually need to check on those villagers as well. But like I said, you can see there are always ways to make a mistake. Fortunately, I did manage to build quite some wealth, and these actually fetch a decent price, so I will be able to get that investment back anyway. As you can see in the bottom, you will find lots of mushrooms. The reason why I'm not collecting them is because I already have a herbalist hut and a herbalist, and they are doing that for me. Okay, and back to Lesnica we go. So destination number 1, check on the villagers. Okay, so this guy is decent. He can do both farming and survival. Basically, if I would need a herbalist or a fisherman, it would be perfect, but I actually need him to do the farming. So I'm just going to quickly assign him to the same house as the lady before and give him a job at the farm shed. Okay, let's see. So again, these two are not well off. To be fair, one of them is actually very good. Radegunda is actually very useful. She has both extraction and farming skills. So I am going to do some diplomacy first and then get her to my village.
Oh, it's you again.
Her I don't actually need, but I can get some diplomacy points by chatting up with her. And that's perfect. Let's not forget to give this lady her own house. And I'm going to place her working on the well as a water carrier. Okay.
Hail, friend.
Hello, my friend. As you can see, even though in my inventory the price was 300, it does go down a little bit.
Goodbye.
And here the only reason why it's only going a little bit is the fact that I've managed to level up my diplomacy and unlocked the 30% better selling prices. Otherwise it would have been quite bad for my pockets. Okay, so as I mentioned previously, sell these to him and I will grab some more ore. Okay.
See you soon.
Let's see if
How
she
are you?
can still buy things. Okay, I can sell one more of these to her. So I can carry 26 more kilos. That means 13 of each. Okay, now I do have
Hope to see
some
you
more
soon.
bronze knives that I need to sell. Fortunately, there's two more merchants in here,
Proud. I've been a vendor since before you
so
could
I
walk.
can easily
Do
get some
you do
additional
farewell?
space. Now I managed to get 2 more kilos saved from my
Can I
carrying
help you
capacity,
with
so I'm going to grab 2 more pieces of tin.
Hope you
Well,
with
3,
any good luck.
because I can always get a little bit overburdened, and back to my village I go.
Hello, traveler. So long.
Sorry, mate, you're not the right person.
Welcome.
Okay, so this got me down with the time quite a little bit by having to do that extra trip, but it's not so bad. I did manage to get myself some villagers, and I did manage to get some decent amount of resources. Now my goal is to actually get some tools for my own village. I could always just simply make some more bronze knives, sell them, and I will get a decent profit. But for the moment, I'm not doing very well when it comes to tools. I don't remember exactly if you can see them here. So no, you can see only the people demands. Oh, you can actually see your tools. So I don't actually have that many tools. I have 2 bags, 2 bronze axes, and 3 knives for my hunters. So I do need some bronze tools for my village, which is why I am going to use the resources for that. Now you can always make the stone tools for your village. The villagers will actually not do things a lot faster if they have better tools. It just saves you time. When you have better tools, it saves time. It saves a lot of time for yourself when you're doing the extraction processes yourself, like chopping off wood or mining. And it also gives them a better durability. So basically, with better tools, you won't have to craft them for a longer time. Okay, so let's see. I'm making tools, I am making bronze tools. I am going to unlock the hammer as well and the sights. Okay, so I want 2 of these because I just planted some rye. Well, my farmers planted some rye. Then I want 2 of these. I want three
My
more of
legs hurt.
these. Two more of these. So basically, I'm trying to get myself a decent amount of tools so that I don't have to make that many in the future. Okay, I will try to make another trip to Lesnica in order to actually get some more ore. Now, hopefully, they won't close the shops. Okay, I should be okay. Now, one good thing about this is that when you're fast traveling, you're actually doing it nearly instantly, so you're not losing time in the game world, as far as I remember. So when I get there, it should be the same time, allowing me to actually still get the shops open. If I had to travel over there, then that would have
How
been
do you do?
already time wasted. Let's see. Yeah, it does take some time, but it's not that much. It's not that long. Okay, let's see. Where is she?
What can I do for you?
Perfect.
Only goods of
Okay,
the
so I can
highest
carry
quality.
64 pieces. So I'll just get 30 for 10 and 30 pieces of copper. Well, I've already finished her copper, so I guess I'm getting one more 10.
Hope to see you soon.
I might actually come back one more time the next day in order
Welcome.
to grab myself the iron ore. Sadly, the iron ore is quite limited in the game for a while. Now, if I remember well, I do need to do some hunting. I need to hunt some boars or rabbits and deer or rabbits. I can easily do that with some wooden spears, and I do have some crafted already, but I'm also going to make myself a bronze sword in order to be able to take on wolves easily once the new seasons start, as I might need to do some traveling. Okay, so again, I'll just go quickly smelt the bars. I still have a bit of time before I will get my character
Chef
to
efficiency
sleep.
in this village starts to be a bit annoying.
So at this point, I would actually be able to make some more knives too, not just the
It's easy to talk with me. I just don't like conversations about
tools that not just the sword that I need. I've already done quite a few tools. I'm going
work.
to get myself a few more pickaxes though. As I said previously, I do intend on getting another excavation shed. And also, I intend on doing some mining on the last day. So, first of all, bronze weapons. I don't actually have any unlocked. and I tend to go with the sword. So I'm going to unlock the sword. As you can see, you also need some leather. Fortunately, I already have some. Okay, so let's take a look at it. So as you can see, it does 75 slashing damage. Later on, when you unlock the Smithy level 3, you also unlock the Iron Sword and the Elite Sword. Or, let's see. Oh no, I can actually craft an Iron Sword now. Huh. Yeah, I guess my memory isn't doing very well. So apparently you can do iron items from now. I'll just actually get myself an iron sword. I forgot you can actually do it so early. I did have some iron bars from before. I still had a little bit of leather. And let's see what the difference is. So iron sword goes up to 80 damage. This one was 65. Less stamina per block and more a higher percent of block damage reduction. And later on I will be able to actually get myself an elite sword. So like I said so many times before, this process is a very good one, sharing what you can craft with, checking on what you can craft with each level that you unlock. Forgot about it. Okay, so I'll get 2 more hoes. If I somehow manage to level up and unlock the other tools, that's not an issue because they will simply still be in my resource storage, and I can always get some additional ones. So I'll get 3 of these. The reason why I'm not unlocking the shovel, the sickle, or the shearing scissors is because I don't actually need them. Most of the villagers can use the site for the production that I'm currently having on my land. Then the shovels, I don't actually need to get clay or take out that many tree stumps, so I can easily use a wooden shovel, and I don't have any sheep, so no point in getting the shearing scissors. Okay, let's see. Okay, I will grab 1 more of these. Okay, quickly take everything that I don't need in here. Looks like my herbalist was quite busy. Was one thing that I don't understand, even though you do have space in the herbalist hut, you have a chest, it doesn't take the products in here, it just sends them to your resource storage. So it is a little bit annoying, but not that bad. It does allow you to use them if you want to make potions or anything like that straight from your resource storage, so that's not an issue. Okay, I just noticed that I have a couple of things that I don't actually need in my inventory. And back to sleep we go. So basically, I will take some. Oh, I actually forgot that I have things that I can sell. That's not bad. I also have some wooden spears over here. Get these working as well. So basically, this was the third part of my third season in Medieval Dynasty. And this part I managed to do just barely a few things. I did manage to get both of my woodsheds working. One more thing that I forgot to do was create some additional buckets. Okay, I do have some planks, so before I actually end this video, I will create some buckets. I did manage to get someone, as I mentioned, on the woodshed, but I also managed to get someone to work on it as a water carrier, and I do intend on putting them to work. So basically, I did give them the job on the well, but just like any other production, in order to actually have the worker do something, you would need to select what you want to produce. So as you can see, they can either fill buckets of water or water skins. They cannot fill in that many, but usually I give them the task to fill in one a day. The reason why I'm doing that is because they actually need water every day. It looks like I'm actually doing very bad when it comes to water. That's not a very good sign. Let's see how much I have. So I only have one bucket and little bit. So before my villager can actually do much, I will get a few buckets myself. So you can actually craft them all together like this. I'll get only 6 so that the last ones I created, my villager can actually fill in. Depending on the skill of your villager, they can later on fill in more. I think if they begin with the 3 points of skill, they only are able to get a maximum of 2 per day. Okay, so now my water versus demand looks a lot better. This is why it's very important to actually check what you have in storage from time to time in order to make sure that your villagers don't grow unhappy. So I actually ended up making this part of season 3 a little bit longer. So like I said, I did manage to get my well with someone to work on it. I managed to get another woodshed, have someone working on it. I also have 2 people working on the farm shed. I don't have that many fields yet. I will get some more. I only have these 2, and they are already cultivated until spring. But during springtime, or basically I can have them done, sorted out on winter, and then in springtime they just sow the seeds. I will get some more farming my piggies are doing a good job and this guy is doing a good job at collecting their manure, so I will be able to extend my farms very soon. So like I mentioned before, this was the third part of my third season in Medieval Dynasty. If you liked or if you have any comments to make, please feel free to do so. If you liked what tips I gave you, again leave a comment. If you have tips of your own, please feel free to share them. After all, this gameplay and my YouTube channel are for myself and anyone else who wishes to learn more about the games and what tips and tricks they can use in order to get better at the game. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.